To the 37 most violent criminals who killed, raped, and plundered like virtually no one before them, but were just given, incredibly, a pardon by sleepy Joe Biden. I refuse to wish a Merry Christmas to those lucky souls, but instead will say, go to hell. They call it justice, but it's all a disguise. Pardons for killers while patriots cry. No mercy for J6, they lock the doors tight, but baby killers walk free, what a twisted sight. Biden's pen's busy, signing off on disgrace, mass murderers grinning, walking out of the place. Babies torn from the womb, unforgivable crime, but these are the pardons in Biden's time. The patriots locked up for waving their flag, forgotten by a system with a leftist gag. No clemency for those who love the red, white, and blue, but killers get a pass. It's sick, it's true. Pardons for the wicked, none for the just. In Biden's America, who can we trust? Baby killers roam and murderers smile, but patriots rot in cells all the while. He pardoned Michael Conahan, the judge with no shame, kids for cash scandal. He played the cruelest game, selling children's futures for his own greed while their families cried. Biden set him free. A system so corrupt it fails the innocent, but for his kind of friends, Biden's pen is lenient. Forgotten are the victims left to face the cost. In Biden's America, justice is lost. Pardons for the wicked, none for the just. In Biden's America, who can we trust? Baby killers roam and murderers smile, but patriots rot in cells all the while. J6 moms crying, their kids in despair, while Biden lets monsters breathe free air. Is this compassion or cold-hearted sin? The scales of justice don't balance within a two-tiered system, divide and destroy, pitting law-abiding folks against the ploys. Pardons for the wicked, patriots ignored, the land of the free. It feels more like a war. Baby killers walk, the darkness runs deep, but truth will rise, justice won't sleep. This injustice won't stand, the fight is clear. We'll bring back law and order, end the fear, and ensure America holds its freedom dear.
Are you mad at me too? Baby, your legacy's in the toilet. Just flush it.
Yo, it's Trump in the Bronx. Yeah, I'm back in town. AOC's stressing. Man, she's wearing a frown. She says I'm stuck, like an ankle bracelet clinging, but I'm here with the people and the crowd is swinging. The ankle bracelet rally, South Bronx style. AOC's embarrassed, can't handle my smile. They say I'm broke, but the truth is plain. I'm rallying strong, and I'm bringing the rain. AOC talking trash, calling me broke. But look at this crowd, man, it's no joke. She thinks I need cash, that I'm on the run, but this rally's lit, and we're having fun. She's got her claim, saying I'm stuck in town, but I'm here by choice, turning frowns upside down. She can't see the love, she can't see the cheers. In the heart of the Bronx, we ain't got no fears. Ankle bracelet rally, South Bronx style. AOC's embarrassed, can't handle my smile. They say I'm broke, but the truth is plain. I'm rallying strong, and I'm bringing the rain.
And try to fleece him out of every dollar that they have to fund his own legal fees. And by the way, he's doing it in the South Bronx not to make a point, but because he's got court. And the man practically has the legal version of an ankle bracelet around him, and he can't leave the 5 boroughs because he always has to be in court. And so it is truly an embarrassment to him.
Trump trains rolling through the Bronx, we glide. AOC's losing it, she can't hide her pride. She's bashing me hard, but I ain't fazed. In the South Bronx streets, my name is praised. So AOC, listen up, take a seat. Trump's in the Bronx, bringing that heat. You say I'm stuck, but I call it fate. This ankle bracelet rally's gonna be great. The ankle bracelet rally, South Bronx style. AOC's embarrassed, can't handle my smile. They say I'm broke, but the truth is plain. I'm rallying strong, and I'm bringing the rain.
These insurrectionists
like Antifa?
and that there were actual officers working with this, and we never got to the bottom of that, and we never got any answers about that. And then to this day, we're just supposed to pretend that that never happened. I have no idea what happened to the people on the inside who were very clearly sympathetic with what was going on and opening the doors wide open for that. And I'm supposed to sit here and pretend like none of that ever happened.
Now, AOC, let's talk about J6. You said the Capitol Police had tricks, sympathizing with rioters. That's what you say, but where's your proof? Did they lead the way? About that big booty Latina line by Alex Stein.
Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina.
Look at that big ass. Look at that big juicy booty. This Latina, like whatever, you know, all the bunch of racist, sexist stuff.
What's your take on J6? Was it an inside design? Capitol Police, were they just cool with it? Let's hear your thoughts and get to the truth of it. AOC said the cops opened the door. She thinks it might be an inside job, of course. So let's investigate. Let's find the truth. Were the officers helping or standing aloof? AOC, listen up. Take a seat. Trump's in the Bronx, bringing that heat. You say I'm stuck, but I call it fate. This bracelet rally is going to be great.
Most conflicted judge probably in the history of the court system, and everyone knows what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
Be sure to subscribe and come back to Peak. We post new tracks many times a week. And get out the vote as early as can be. We're fighting brainwashed bastards to keep our country free. It's not about the left or the right, but what is right and what is wrong.
The development of a weather satellite that will permit man to determine the world's cloud layer and ultimately to control the weather, and he who controls the weather will control the world.
We've heard it all, folks, from rain dances to laser beams in the sky. But it's not just talk. Slow Joe denies it all, calling it a myth. Yet MTG from Georgia stands up claiming they're real and targeting Republicans with weather weapons. In '95, Fletcher made it clear the tech was real and the proof was near. Documents from China, secrets unveiled, storms on demand, power that hailed. MTG stands firm, saying it's a fact. Weather weapons targeting the red, not an act. Laser beams skyward, seeding clouds with precision, changing the game. Weather control, no fiction.
Quoting actually Senator Claiborne Pell himself, that they are the greatest weapon ever created in the world.
Manipulate the skies, control the storm's roar, weather weapons hidden, secrets galore. From hurricanes to tornadoes and even earthquakes, they play their part, make no mistakes. MTG cries foul, claims they aim at the heart of those who dissent right from the start. Back in the day, the CIA played with rain. In Vietnam, monsoons were part of the game. Kaku said it clear, science not just for show. Lasers in the clouds make the weather blow. From Olympic skies clear to storms redirected. Secret wars fought, public never suspected. MTG's warning, listen to her call. Weather's not just weather, it's a power to enthrall. Open your eyes, see the truth unfold. Weather weapons, a tale bold yet told. MTG speaks out, no fear in her voice. Calls out the lies, gives the people a choice. Wake up, stand up, question the skies. What's really natural and what's a disguise?
CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War to wash out the Viet Cong.
Open your eyes to the skies, question what's told. Weather is the stage, the powers behold. Jill?
And you know it's bad when Alex Jones is celebrating it.
He who controls the weather will control the world.
Welcome to TrumpRap.com. Here's a song about Biden's sinister smirk. Try to sing along. Yo, it's Trump on the mic. Let me set it straight. Got Biden on the stage smirking with that hate. Middle East speech, but he's aiming at me. Guilty verdict dropped. Now I'm labeled felony. Bragg's trial a sham, hush money claims, but the crimes, man, they never even name. Political prisoner, yeah, that's my role. Biden's regime out here, taking its toll. Reporter asked him, what's your reply? Biden just smirked, didn't bat an eye. Pure evil, Biden's got a sinister smirk. Dictator tactics making the system lurk. Ask him about Trump, he just turns and grins. In this game of power, he's playing to win. Ducey asking questions, trying to get the scoop. Biden ducks and dodges like he's in the loop. Conviction drops, and it's front page news, but I'm standing tall, got nothing to lose. It's reckless, he says, irresponsible too, but I'm fighting back, telling you all the truth. Biden says he ain't worried about prosecution, but this system's flawed, needs a resolution.
Sounds corny, not a joke, think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by that. Go, you know the thing.
Election time's coming, 2020 rematch. Biden thinks he's safe, but here's the catch. Convicted felon, but I'm still in the race. Come July 11th, I'll be back in the place. Pure evil Biden's got a sinister smirk. Dictator tactics making the system lurk. Ask him about Trump, he just turns and grins. In this game of power, he's playing with sin. So here I stand, convicted but strong, fighting for justice where I belong. Biden's smirk can't hold me down. Eventually the truth will end this clown.
If you read the news, it feels like, Armageddon. So I was like, I can't walk past the TV without seeing a Tesla on fire. And like, what's going on?
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey.
They're burning Teslas, calling it peace. This domestic terror has got to cease.
Tonight, the FBI and ATF now investigating multiple cases of possible arson targeting Teslas and Cybertruck.
This dramatic video shows multiple cars in flames.
And earlier this month, shots fired at a Tesla dealership in Oregon.
Wow, you guys like petty acts of domestic terrorism, huh? Wow.
They call it justice, but it's all a disguise. Cheering on chaos, feeding the lies. Musk takes a stand, they threaten his name. Torches to Teslas, fanning the flame. Left-wing mobs, they riot, they fight. But the media laughs and says it's all right. They said, I was the threat, they screamed real loud. Now they light up the streets, they're hyping the crowd. Rick Wilson posts, kill Tesla, save the land. That's inciting, but they don't reprimand. They cheered for the riots, they clap for the hate. But blame the right when they fabricate. No justice, no law, just media spin. Jasmine the Croc said, take him down, it's my dream. Kimmel's on air just fueling the scheme. But call it what it is, domestic terror. They play with fire, make the nation wear it. They burn down the facts, they cheer for the show. But in 25, they reap what they sow.
Like, this is psycho. Stop being psycho.
He's going through a lot, what they're doing to him. And these people are going to be caught, and they're going to be caught, and they're going to be prosecuted. They can get 20 years in jail, and they'll get it. I'll tell you, there's going to be no leniency, there'll be no pardons.
Yo, it's DJT on the mic. Spitting truth in a world full of spite. Watch me break down the DNC show. A spectacle of lies, now let it go. In Chicago, the Dems set the stage. Pretending democracy, but it's just a cage. No votes for Harris, yet they parade. As if the choice of the people was truly made. Kamala takes the spotlight, claims she's new. But we've seen the failures, me and you. Grocery prices soaring high. Promises empty, it's just a lie. They're staging a coup, a deceptive play. Biden's pushed out, but they won't say. Pelosi's game's a hidden hand. They're claiming openness, but it's all planned. Nasty Pelosi, twisting the facts. Wanted Biden gone behind our backs. Says it's an open chance, but that's just a front. Harris sneaked in, a political stunt. Media silent, won't dare to speak about the lies from the week. Biden's speech, a slurred affair. Sent off to hide, they don't care. Dems in the crowd, they wear it with pride. A pin on their lapel where secrets can't hide. Pelosi's face, dubbed the godmother at scene. Mastermind moves. Behind the scenes, she's keen. A nod to the Godfather, so the story is spun. Claiming she's the architect of what's been done. Despite denials loud, the symbol's clear to trace. In the game of power, she's found her place. They lie about bleach, twist what I preach, while pushing their drugs on each and every one to reach. Saying I'm wild, but look at their style. Forcing shots they call vaccines, mile after mile. Experimental meds, no long-term checks on men, women, children, what do you expect? They shout about blockers, altering youth, distort my tax cuts, hide the truth. Michelle throws shade, claims I oppose. Wants to outlaw IVF, but that's not the road I chose. Spreading fear, a tactic so old. False accusations, bold but cold. In truth, I stand for choice, for family dreams. Not the bands they claim, it's not what it seems. They build their lies, create their narrative, distort my views, but I'm still here, affirmative. Kamala steps up, but it's all a facade. Biden's campaign halted by the DNC squad. They shuffle Joe off, a speech unclear. A puppet show, the puppeteer. As the lies grow long, so does our song. Stay tuned, the deception carries on in part 2. Tim Walz steps up with a rank that's just a mirage. Introduced as Command Sergeant Major, but that's not in his garage. Claiming medals and stripes he never earned. Fabrications on display, respect must be discerned. In halls of honor, truth should lead, not with false ranks, a deceitful deed. They play this game, their credibility burned. Falsifying records, when will they learn? Oprah hits the stage, accusations fly. Says Republicans scare, but let's clarify. It's the Dems who've mastered the art of fear. They're pitching crises non-stop, year after year. Claims of division, she says they incite. Yet it's her party splitting the night. A billionaire speaking on income falls. Inequality tales from gilded halls. Caught on live TV, truth laid bare. Jobs they claimed aren't really there. Commerce Secretary caught in the act. 818,000 jobs, a fictional fact. ABC challenges with Bureau stats in hand. Raimondo stumbles, her response unplanned. No, I'm not familiar, her defense so weak. The biggest job loss streak in a decade peaks. Officer Gono on the stand claims near death. Said he almost died in his January breath. But facts show clear, no injuries he bore. Lazy lies spun from the Senate floor, on and on the falsehood spread, twisting truths for the tales they've wed. The easiest lies so blatantly thrown, a fabric of deceit by their own hands sewn. Bill Clinton spins it up on the stage, claims Biden's like Washington, a new page. But Joe himself said, under breath and duress, they're trying to force me out amidst the press. Clinton lauds him, healed our sick. Economic savior, politics slick, yet he ignores the forced hand, Joe's subtle shout. Not a voluntary exit, but pushed out. Bill Clinton speaks, chaos he names. Claims Trump curates it like precious art frames. But slips on Kamala's name, says Kamala, off the chart. Media silent, won't call it, won't start, mispronounce. And they scream racist at others' part. But for Bill, no uproar, no fiery dart. Double standards in play, clear for all to see. When it's their team, the rules bend free. This isn't joy, it's a facade. A truthless campaign abroad. Controlled rallies, teleprompter leads, hiding the failures, planting seeds. Dems spin the tale, Trump called supremacists fine. A debunked claim they polish and shine. Yet they cloak Joe's eulogy for a KKK leader. Friendship with Bird, a dark history reader. Biden claims fine people on both ends in strife.
There are very fine people on both sides. My God. That's what he said.
Palestine, Israel, cutting like a knife. Selective outrage, media's blind eye. Silent on Joe, on Trump they decry. Injustice loud as falsehoods fly. This song concludes, but don't despair. Yeah, this is Trump rapping live. You know the deal. It's 3 against 1, but I'm made of steel. Kamala's got backup. The mods are on her side. But I'm here to set it straight. No more lies to hide. Kamala says no ban on fracking. That's a joke. Yeah, she lied. I'm in favor of the ban. She said it. No way to hide. She trashed the border wall. Said it's vanity, un-American. But the truth is, I built it strong, making borders great again. I'm fact-checking her lies. Truth coming through. She's hiding her record, but I'm exposing the view. Her radical dreams will never stand tall. I'm bringing back freedom for one and for all. Plastic straws? She was banning, now she's running away. Electric cars by 2035, what can I say? Single payer healthcare, yeah. She's still on that track. She'll eliminate insurance, never bringing it back. She raised her hand, said, crossing ain't a crime. Illegal aliens flood in, and she just says, it's fine. Defunding the police? Yeah. She cheered on that plan, but now she's backing off, trying to fool every man. I'm fact-checking her lies, truth coming through. She's hiding her record, but I'm shining the light on what's true. She's pushing policies that make no sense, but I'm here to build a stronger defense. Packing the court, she's open to it all. Mandatory gun grabs. Yeah, she made that call. Reparations, mass amnesty, taxes on your tips. She's taking America down. It's sinking like ships. Kamala's proud of Bidenomics, but it's failing the land. Families going broke while she stands there unmanned. High inflation, debt soaring, all on her watch. But I'm here to fix it, make sure it's top notch. I'm fact-checking her lies. Truth coming through, she's hiding her record, but I'm bringing it all into view. The American people, they know what's real. With me at the helm, the nation will heal. She's got the border open, crimes on the rise. Americans are hurting while she spews these lies. Her Green New Deal's a joke, it's killing jobs fast. But my policies, they're the ones built to last. She says no taxes raised, but that's another false claim. She's hitting small business, that's a part of her game. $1 trillion tax hike, she'll crush the middle class. But when I'm back in charge, I'll spank her ass. Borders are, she failed. Millions crossed the line, criminals flooding in, while she says, it's fine. Energy prices soaring, jobs lost by the day, but I'm coming back to save the good old USA. Yo, this is Trump versus the commie crew. Kamala and the mods are election meddling you. 3 against 1, but I'm holding the line, bringing the facts, and I'm doing just fine. I'm fact-checking her lies, truth coming through. She's hiding her record, I'm making truth break through. Her promises crumble, falling like dust, while I lead the charge with honor and trust. I'm fact-checking her lies, truth coming through. She's hiding her record, but I'm revealing it all to you. No more games, it's time for the truth to shine. I'll fix this mess, but we're running out of time.
Yo, Hunter's trial started, it's begun. Lied about his drug use, caught with a gun. Open and shut like Judge Piro's door. Charges so confusing, what's the trial for? Hunter's in court, the drama's real. Joe's in the background, what's the deal? Lying on forms, the facts are clear, but it's politics that we all fear. Hunter's laptop, full of surprise. DOJ scrambling, can't hide the lies. Evidence clear, smoking gun, but watch them twist it. Oh, what fun. Hunter's in court, the drama's real. Joe's in the background, what's the deal? Lying on forms, the facts are clear, but it's politics that we all fear. Joe visits Hallie late at night, whispers in the dark, something ain't right. Witness tampering, could it be? Just like Clinton on the tarmac? History! Hunter's in Malibu, living at grand, Secret Service guards funded by the land. Painting pictures, keg party vibe, while justice stands on the trial's bribe. Look at Trump, they nail him quick. Made up laws, political trick. Hunter's escapades, a protected spree. Joe's in the shadows, grinning with glee. Hunter's in court, the drama's real. Joe's in the background, what's the deal? Relying on forms, the facts are clear, but it's politics that we all fear. Hunter's crimes, a pampered ride. Joe's connections far and wide. No regular Joe could get this far without Daddy's help, that's who they are. Greg Gutfeld here, spitting the truth. Hunter's trial, sleuthing like a sleuth. And Republicans punished, laws Dems invent. While Dems escape, rules they circumvent. The Bidens, like Corleone with hair plugs. Jill pampers Hunter, ignoring past tugs. Tex called her vindictive. He held no vacation. Now she's trying to sway the jury. Pushing nullification.
Why he's not pleading guilty in Delaware. If he pled guilty in Delaware, it would make jail time even less likely. And that leads me to again wonder whether they're hoping for a hung jury or a nullification jury.
Hillary bleach his hard drive. Yeah, hunter got hot, hunter got hot, hunter got hot.
President Trump warned you, Governor Newsom, but your pride burns hotter than fire.
California burns while Newsom sleeps. I warned him for years, now the fire runs deep. Rake the forests, I said, keep them clean, no mess. But the Dems laughed it off, now it's pure distress.
Trump's playing politics, that's all this is. Blaming me while the fire persists. Delusional claims, gospel on the right, but I'm here saving lives in this firefight.
Yet the flames still rise, a devil's delight.
Well, back in 19, I told them straight, manage the forests or meet this fate. Fix the water, let it flow through the land, but Newsom's busy playing politics, can't understand. Millions of gallons wasted, the smelt's the excuse, while the flames rage on, no hydrants to use. Firefighters brave, but their tools run dry, and Newsom points fingers as Californians die. Hollywood's burning a star-studded blaze. Newsom's failures light up the haze. The valleys dry, the forests ignite. Trump warned them all. Now they face the night.
Trump blames me again. It's the same old tale, but I've got smart LA. Will surely prevail.
Smart LA, what a load of fluff. The Marshall Plan's nothing but wordy stuff.
The Olympics are coming. We'll host the world's best. While the city's still burning, we'll figure the rest.
The Olympics are coming, but here's the twist. Your stadium's burning while you clench your fists.
I'm the governor or the mayor, who's to say? We're all better off, better off, better off today.
You know, Donnie, they say I'm really good at killing people.
You know, Barry, I prefer deals where everyone walks away alive. Call me old-fashioned. I made Obama smile today, imagine that. A humble chat, no strings attached, snubbed by most, ignored, unseen. But in that moment, civility gleamed. But let's not forget the wounds he left behind. A legacy of chaos, a deceitful design. Drone strikes killed children. Even Abdul al-Awlaki, an American teen erased, no justice to see. Destabilized nations, tore apart lands. A trail of destruction, all blood on his hands. He spied on my team, he spied on my name. Weaponized justice in a crooked game. Tapped phones, crossed lines. Betrayed the trust. Turned liberty's promise into ashes and dust. From Congress to journalists, no one was spared. His empire of secrets, a world ensnared. Borders wide open, the chaos inflamed. Cartels rejoiced as America's name was defamed. Fentanyl poured in, cities lost their fight. Communities shattered in the dead of night. He tried to destroy me, tarnish my name. Russia hoax lies, their favorite game, framed as a villain while truth was denied. Faced their witch hunts, but I've still survived. Selective outrage, they craft the stage.
You are fake news.
The media's lies define this age, but I see the scars they hide in plain sight. The betrayal of freedom, the theft of the light. A moment of smiles, but I won't forget the damage you caused, the lines you set. So thanks for the smile, but the record is clear. Your actions, your failures, they still linger here. I'll fight for the truth, for the people betrayed. America first, that's how the path is laid. Welcome to TrumpRap.com. Here's a new song about the unconstitutional instructions from Judge Merchant to the jury in the bogus New York City hush money trial. Here we go. In the courtroom, the drama unfolds. Merchant's menu, the story he told. Then pick your flavor, he says with a grin. Is it tax, FEC, or SIN? Gavel games, they plan in the court. Lower the goalposts, make it a sport. How can justice ever be sought when the verdict's sold and not fought? 3 jurors here, 9 disagree. What's the crime? It's a mystery. Charge on charge, but what sticks? The legal gymnastics, political tricks. Bragg's play, a candidate in his sight, a rickety case. In the fading light, Merchant's whisper, part of the team. Sway the scales, a prosecutorial dream. Set the stage, Biden's debate lines. Convict the label, ignore the signs. A trial staged, but debates might stall. In the justice game, will truth ever befall? Reflect for a moment, what's at stake? Is it justice or just a fake? A trial like this, history will debate in the land of the free. What's the state? Merchant's gavel, a hidden blade, swung with bias, a charade well played. So listen close, the story's not done. In the court of opinion, what is won? Call for clarity, call for the right in America's trial. Bring the light. Oh, Judge Merchant, ain't your court a sight? Tilting scales, you think that's right. You're stripping rights with a smirk so sly. In your courtroom, truth and justice waves goodbye. What's a bigger threat to democracy than the Dems' own coup d'etat on Biden? Yo, it's Trump in the House. They came for me twice, tried to take me out, but I'm still standing. Ain't thinking twice. They say I'm a threat, a danger, a beast, but it's their words, their lies that fuel this beast. On September 15th, they aimed at my life again. West Palm Beach, my course. Where do I begin? Biden, Harris, and the media, they got their aim, calling me a threat, playing their sick game. Biden called me a threat to democracy. It's insane, existential danger, he shouted, stoking the flame.
Dangerous stuff.
Kamala Harris said, he's a dictator in disguise. But it's their reckless words that dictate these lies. They preach democracy, but call for my fall. Now they're shocked when their soldiers answer the call. Secret Service rushed me off the green. Ukraine connected gunmen in the bushes. This ain't no dream. Biden and Harris, their words fuel the flame. They keep saying threat, putting me in the frame. Ducey asked him straight, how many more times till you change your words, stop the violent rhymes? Jean-Pierre dodged it by calling him dangerous too. It's their words on repeat, but the blame's put on you for what they do. If you want my opinion, KJP's a CIA stooge. Never surrender, that's my creed. But it's their words planting the seed. Calling me Hitler, calling me a threat. Now they act surprised when the stage is set. It's the communists with their dangerous speech, creating a monster they can't even reach. Chuck Schumer screamed, he's a menace to society. Adam Schiff spun his web with lies with piety. Nancy Pelosi said, he belongs behind bars. Their words spread out like poison, near and far. Maxine Waters cried, get in their face. Then she warned, he'll start a civil war, stirring the base. First they stoke up the anger, then step back with grace. ABC, CNN, NBC, they all echo the hate. He's unfit, he's a tyrant, sealing my fate. Calling for bullets, saying I should be shot. Then they act all surprised when the violence gets hot. It's their rhetoric that put the target on me. It's their words that set the shooter free.
It's an existential threat.
To become an Adolf Hitler. Are they going to take our rights away? Yes.
2 days later, they came at me again. Hillary, Dems, and media, all spreading their spin. Hillary's raging, saying the media's slack. Want them to go harder, keep me off track. Calling for jails for those who spread lies. Lock them all up, silence the wise. Never surrender, that's my stance. But it's their words fueling this dance. They paint me as evil, they paint me as the foe. Now they wonder why their seeds start to grow. It's the media, the Dems, spreading that fear, creating a storm, making it clear. Joy Behar on The View, he should be taken down. Rachel Maddow nods with that smug little frown. Don Lemon says, a danger to us all. Their voices rise, pushing for my fall. Even AOC with her calls for justice, yet they stir the pot, claiming it's righteous. Ilhan Omar shouted, he's a white supremacist. But it's their own words fueling this tempest. The media called me Hitler, a tyrant to behold. It's their rhetoric, their story that they've sold. Never surrender, I'll stand tall. But it's their rhetoric that caused this brawl, calling for my head, saying I must fall. Now they're acting surprised at the assassin's call. It's their narrative, the lies they weave, pushing their story, making us grieve. When Kathy Griffin held that bloody head, they acted like it was art, but it bred more dread. Robert De Niro said, I want to punch him in the face. They laugh and cheer, then deny any disgrace. Jamelle Hill tweeted, Hitler-like, they create the fury, then light the spike. Hollywood elite, they all join in, calling for my downfall, calling it a win. Then they cry foul when it's too late, but it's their words that incite this hate. I'll tell you straight, this is their game. They fuel the hate, they stoke the flame. But I'll never surrender, never back down. In this war of words, I'll wear the crown. It's their rhetoric, it's their disgrace. But I'm still here, in this most important race. Blame them, the communists, the media too, for the violence they incite and dread they do. But I'll stand up strong, and I'll rise up high. In the face of their hate, I will never say die. Check me out on TrumpRap.com. Here's my weekend wrap of the Hush Money trial, week 2. Yeah, it's the T to the RUMP back again. They try to gag me with orders, but I'm setting the trend. Judge Merchant on the bench, throwing fines my way. 9 times, no line, but I still got plenty to say. I'm the headline, the main story, can't be contained. Even with a court order, my spirit ain't restrained. Threats of jail? That's stale, I'm too slick to fail. Presumptive nominee on this campaign trail. They thought they could silence the Don. But I'm still standing strong. In this political game, I'm the king, playing long. Fines or jail, in this tale, I'll prevail. Watch me turn this ship and set sail, I will not fail. In the courtroom, they say I played the game, tried to bend the rules, put the election in my frame. Matthew Colangelo, spinning tales of deceit, claims I lined my pockets, but I won't accept defeat. Witnesses on the stand, from Davidson to Hope Hicks, talking payoffs in politics, throwing stones, hoping they stick. But let me tell you, it's a witch hunt, nothing less. I deny it all under stress, and I won't confess. On the stand, Hope Hicks, eyes filled with tears, a moment of weakness, or just playing on fears. Behind closed doors, the story twists. Privately a supporter, her loyalty persists. Her tears might fall like rain from the sky, but deep down, she believes in the Trump tie. In public, a spectacle, the media feasts. But she knows the real deal, not swayed by the beast. Mixed signals, mixed feelings, the court's a stage. Every word, every tear, just another page. But true colors shine through in the quiet dark, where whispers of loyalty leave a mark. They play the tape, think they've got me on the ropes. Access Hollywood digging up old quotes. Davidson and Hicks, they testify on the stand about a moment I brushed off, but they don't understand. A tape from the past, they think it seals my fate. But I'm the master of the comeback, just you wait. Through trials and tapes, my spirit never sags. I'm Teflon Don, dodging all their flags. Now let's talk Cohen, my former right hand. Turn witness on me, at the stand he'll stand. Davidson and Farrow, they spill with disdain. Say he's deceptive, a player in the game. Difficult, deceptive, that's the picture they paint. But when Cohen talks, watch the saint faint. Not a revelation, just confirmation of his ways. Manhattan jurors, they're not swayed by the plays. Cohen's tales might twist the truth, set to bend. But I've seen it all, from start to end. Through every accusation, every legal storm, I remain unbroken, far from the norm. Now let's shift gears and talk about George W. Obama. Continued wars and chaos, yet hailed as a charmer. Where was the outrage when Obama reigned? Silent media, twisted truths. Perception feigned. Drone strikes killing kids, including a 16-year-old American teen. Obama's committed far more crimes than the United States of America has rarely ever seen. Obama spied on Congress, he spied on the Senate, he spied on journalists too. But if you think he regrets it, you're nothing more than a fool. Obama and Biden, the feds unleash a grip so tight and grand. Funding foes abroad, cartels in every land. Whistleblowers muzzled, our rights stripped on demand. Yet no cries of Nazi, no mark upon their brand. Quick to sling mud at me with a hand so fiercely red. While I face the trials, the convictions, a future filled with dread. I'm facing centuries in a cell that these tyrants have precisely set, while Obama's actions are glossed over, as if flawless, no regret. Selective outrage, it's all just a stage, crafted by those in power, the true lords of the age. Props to newswars.ai and GPT for the track. Shout out to Eric's fam in Tahoe. We always have your back. Catch all my fire verses. Be sure to swing by. TrumpRap.com's the spot. Give my tunes a try.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Even Anderson Cooper had to concede. Cohen's lies were plain to read.
I think it's devastating, for Michael Cohen's credibility on this.
The rat story changed, his credibility torn. The prosecution's case is now forlorn. Corrupt as hell Judge Merchant gags my voice. In this sham, I have no choice. A puppet for the radical left's plan, interfering with the election that they themselves ran. Violent crime in this city soars high, yet brag chases me. Oh, why? Drop this case, focus on the real. Restore justice, let truth reveal. America deserves better, not a Franz Kafka show. Election interfering leftists, you have got to go. Fat Alvin Bragg, do what's right. Put an end to this farce and let the truth come to light. Thanks for tuning in to TrumpRap.com. It's my weekly wrap of the bogus hush money trial. In the 5th week of the phony trial, Alvin Bragg's case took a huge fall. Michael Cohen, a felon disgraced, on the stand. His lies were traced. He claimed to call on a fateful night, but under pressure faced the light. A prank from a kid, not my command, my lawyer cornered him truth at hand. The rat crumbled, fell from the stand, and at that moment the jury gasped. When Cohen lied, a 14-year-old's prank, jurors' mouths dropped. His credibility sank. Reporters likened it to TV courtrooms peak. The O.J. Simpson glove moment, they speak.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Even Anderson Cooper had to concede. Cohen's lies were plain to read.
I think it's devastating, for Michael Cohen's credibility on this.
The rat story changed, his credibility torn. The prosecution's case is now forlorn. Corrupt as hell Judge Merchant gags my voice. In this sham, I have no choice. A puppet for the radical left's plan, interfering with the election that they themselves ran. Violent crime in this city soars high, yet brag chases me. Oh, why? Drop this case, focus on the real. Restore justice, let truth reveal. America deserves better, not a Franz Kafka show. Election interfering leftists, you have got to go. Fat Alvin Bragg, do what's right. Put an end to this farce and let the truth come to light. Props to AI Rick and ChatGPT for dropping this sick vinyl for me. Be sure to subscribe and come back to Peak. We post new tracks many times a week. And get out the vote as early as can be. We're fighting brainwashed bastards to keep our country free.
We're all God's children. There's a spark of divinity in every person.
God's kids.
An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
Over 13,000 murderers roaming free, 25,000 sexual assaults decree. Trump's predictions now come to light. With ISIS stats, he proves his fight. Kamala's blind eye, a threat so real. Each crime, each tear, her choices seal. I told you so, Trump declares with zeal. Blood on her hands from this disastrous deal. They called me a racist for a warning so clear. 20 million crossed, yet now it's the truth they fear. Half a million flown in, promises made, no arrests, just aid, our safety betrayed. From her lips, blame shift as the crisis compounds, while Trump's tough stance on borders resounds. In 2015, I told the harsh facts. Now the nation's burden breaks their backs. Biden's open invite, Kamala's deceit, cities overflow, with chaos they greet. The latest reports show the figures, dark and deep. Thousands not detained, our communities weep. Murderers, traffickers set loose on the street. Under Biden-Harris, justice retreats. Polls now swing, the message is stark. Mass deportation supported, a bipartisan mark. From left to right, the country agrees. Security first, it's time to seize. At rallies I declare no tolerance for crime. Dem shield gangs, their policies slime. Pelosi cries, God's children all. Yet victims pile up on her call.
We're all God's children. There's a spark of divinity in every person.
This November, mark it well. You will decide our fate spell. So do it well, or we're going straight to hell.
An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
If a Republican did what she did, that Republican would be impeached and removed from office. And rightfully so. Joe Biden became mentally impaired.
Not today.
Kamala was born that way. And if you think about it, only a mentally disabled person could have allowed this to happen to our country. Anybody would know this. No matter what lies she tells, Kamala Harris can never be forgiven for her erasing our border.
The sham verdict, guilty on 34 counts. Welcome to TrumpRap.com. Yo, the problem is that Merchant never gave those instructions. He didn't go into detail, left out the deductions. What would constitute a federal election offense? His info was incomplete, didn't make any sense. Defense wanted a legal expert, someone like Smith. He'd say, hush money ain't a campaign gift. Even if it was, couldn't influence the election. Wouldn't have been revealed, no room for detection. The jury wasn't told. They made an error. Merchant let the prosecutors spread that terror. They said I ordered violations, but it's all fake. Cohen's plea agreement used, big mistake. Judge told him Cohen's plea couldn't impute my guilt, but the prosecutor did, and Merchant just chilled. That's why I don't blame the jury. They were misled. The instructions, they got messed with their heads.
Tonight they fulfilled their narrative-tight political prosecution. They gave me no fight. In Manhattan, it was all set. I couldn't win, but they still got their felon. Narrative begins. The jury wasn't told. They made an error. Merchant let the prosecutors spread that terror. They said I ordered violations, but it's all fake. Cohen's plea agreement used. Big mistake. But yo, this legacy is troubling. Not just for me, their narrative tight, but it's plain to see. Trump showed the political game they played. Very little chance in Manhattan, but I stayed. Some celebrate, thinking I'm done, but I ain't surprised, not on the run. Long road ahead, let's see how it goes. I got faith in the system, that's how it flows. The jury wasn't told, they made an error. Merchant let the prosecutors spread that terror. They said I ordered violations, but it's all fake. Cohen's plea agreement used, big mistake. Yeah, Trump in the House, speaking truth tonight, political games, but I'm ready for the fight. Faith in the system, I'm standing tall. Watch how this plays, gonna shock them all.
The President and I want to wish each and every American a very Merry Christmas.
And a happy next 250 years. On my first day in office, here's what I'll decree. Tom Homan and Kristi Noem secure the border for thee. On my second day in office, energy we instill. Chris Wright will drill, baby, drill. On my third day in office, I'm rooting out the spies. John Ratcliffe cleans up the CIA's ties and charges those who spread the lies. On my fourth day in office, I'm bringing back what's right. Linda McMahon brings Patriots books to light and removes CRT from classrooms outright. On my fifth day in office, I'm taking back the reins. Tulsi exposes 7 shadowy chains, unmasking schemes that fuel the deep state's gains. On my 6th day in office, I'm cutting all the waste. Elon Musk and Ramaswamy streamline budgets with haste. On my 7th day in office, I'm standing up for you. Pete Hegseth removes DEI and trans women too. On my 8th day in office, Pam Bondi takes her stand, prosecuting 10 corrupt blights across the land.
The prosecutors will be prosecuted, the bad ones.
On my 9th day in office, I'm taking back our health. RFK Jr. uncovers big food and pharma stealth. On my 10th day in office, the truth's what we begin. Caroline Leavitt fights corrupt news from within.
So move over, clowns, and let us begin.
I represent science. On my 11th day in office, I'm exposing all the lies. Doctors Jay and Marty fight Fauci, the fraud's evil guys. On my 12th day in office, here's what I'll decree. Kash Patel ensures elections are free from fraud and schemes.
We stop the steal, now on to the spooks.
But the very first act I'll do as president is free the J6 hostages from DC's tyranny. Yo, it's your favorite Prez back on the mic talking about a topic that's sparking the light. Biden was tough on drugs, he cracked, targeted black communities, no turning back. In the 80s and 90s, the laws were tight, crack versus powder, it wasn't right. Blacks got hit, the system was flawed, while he backed laws that left us in awe. Joe's history is rough, that's plain to see, but Kamala's record is as wild as can be, as you will soon see. Thanks for tuning in. The track drops next week. Trump backs legal weed, clean, safe, and no stink. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, our fight's not done, it's only just erupted. Strength and leadership, that's what I bring. Back in Butler, let freedom ring. As I step back on the stage, where my destiny was nearly staged, back in Butler, where the bullet grazed, ready to finish what we started unfazed. Walking out, the crowd's roar is loud. Back to Butler, Pennsylvania, I'm proud. 3 months ago, a close call. Bullet near my ear, but I stand tall. I told ya we're coming back to Butler, Pennsylvania to pick up the slack. Obligation to those who fell. Honor the heroes, ring the bell. At this time, it is 6:11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shootings began. I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence. Corey gone, but never forgotten. His family's here, their spirits unbroken. Heroes of the day, Sweetland and Sheer, saved lives amidst the fear. Elon, JD, my friends and family by my side. Dr. Ronnie, who stitched my hide. Leaders, sheriffs, faces known. In Butler, Pennsylvania, their courage shown. The campaign's mean, the stakes are high, insults fly, but my eyes on the sky. Secret Service tightened, safety's key, bulletproof glass between the threats and me. Back to Butler, with a tale to tell, survived the shots, survived the hell. We're back to finish, strong and free. In Butler, Pennsylvania, you'll see the real me. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, our fight's not done, it's only just erupted. Strength and leadership, that's what I bring. Back in Butler, let freedom ring. The fake news media is playing dumb, acting like they didn't know about Slow Joe till after the show. Chesapeake, Virginia, make some noise. I'm here to engage. Stepping on stage, let's turn this rally into a front page. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite president back on the mic with a night to represent. Let's talk about the debate, shall we? Yo, it's Trump on the track, not here to play. Just schooled Joe Biden in the debate today. The media's shocked, their golden boy slipped. Even the liberals are losing their grip. Nick Christo tweeted, hopes fading fast. Wants Joe to step down, admit he's outclassed. Edward Luce chimed in, find someone new. With 2 months left, that's just what they might do. This debate debacle, what a show. Backstage at CNN, they're spinning tales, but their silence on the facts ultimately fails. Thompson laughed off, said the show went well. Guess he missed the part that Joe's campaign fell. Now Anderson Cooper on the CNN stage grilled Kamala Harris in a post-debate rage. Biden's voice raspy, his words amaze. Even Harris admits it was a slow start phase. Cooper pushed hard, said Joe's bid was weak. Harris fired back, but her defense seemed bleak. It's about the substance, she tried to claim, but Cooper shot back, performance is the game. Harris, heated, wouldn't bend or sway. I'm not going to spend all night to replay. 3.5 years versus 90 minutes, she'd say. But Cooper's retort left her little to display. So here I stand, ready for round 2, announcing live. I'm not yet through. For every gaffe, misspeak and stumble, I'll be right here, making Joe crumble. Breaking news, folks, hear it from the top. I'm geared up and ready. Let the next debate drop. Crooked Joe thinks he can face me again. Guess he loves the spotlight, even when it's a pain.
But the American people, they should know we will follow them to the gates of hell until they are brought to justice. Because hell is where they will reside. Hell is where they will reside.
Come check out TrumpRap.com. It's pretty calm for original rap songs that drop like a bomb. Featuring AI Trump as DJ T. Hard-hitting lyrics, that's the key. Pressing issues, we address them all. Politics and music, we stand tall. Through rap we speak. Critique so sleek, dynamic beats, unique and chic. Join the movement, feel the vibe. TrumpRap.com, where truth and rhythm collide. Once a liberal, once a Dem, I stood tall. Anti-war, anti-corp, I answered the call. Regulate big pharma, big ag, break them down. Now the tables have turned, and they wear the crown. They used to hold the powerful to account. Freedom of speech, journalism paramount. But the parties changed, now they play a different game. The CIA and the Dems, one and the same. Schumer warned, don't mess with the intel crew. There's 6 ways to Sunday, they'll come after you. But what he revealed was the ultimate truth. The president must appease, not command the sleuths. The donor class, the billionaires, they pull the strings. From Bezos to Gates, they control everything. They work for the money, not the people's voice. In this oligarchy, we've lost our choice. The Arab Spring, a lie, the war's all planned. Libya, Syria, blood on their hands. They manufacture threats, keep the world in fear. While the corporate giants profit year after year. From Bill to Barack, they sold out the base. Gutted welfare, unions left a bitter taste. They bailed out the banks, let the people fall. Now they claim I'm the threat, the biggest of all. JFK's story, the truth they concealed. CIA's hand in the plot, it was revealed. Now they try to silence me, like they did back then. But I stand strong, won't let them win again. Google took down the photo. Facebook said, it's fake. Zuckerberg called to apologize, what a mistake. They try to control the narrative, shape what you see. But the truth will come out, and we'll all be free. They tried to take me out, but I still remain. A target of their schemes, yet here I stand unchained. Their plots and plans, they've all come to light. But I won't back down, I'm ready to fight. So open your eyes, see the game they play. Behind the scenes, where the shadows stay, I'm here to fight back, to tell you the score. In this battle for truth, I'm waging the war. Now the choice is yours. Will you vote for 2020, or will you choose 2024? Yo, breaking news! It's DJT on the scene telling you how they're playing dirty, yes, not clean.
I mean, this is a Frankenstein case. They took a dead misdemeanor, they attached it to a dead alleged federal felony and zapped it back into life. So many of us are just amazed to watch this actually walk into court because it's not a recognizable crime that any of us have seen.
John Turley speaks. Inside the courtroom's flow, parallel universe, he says, truth bent low. A disbarred liar, yet they trust his tales. Grand larceny admitted, yet justice fails.
Like you've entered a parallel universe. I mean,
Turley saw it, McCarthy's alarm, Dershowitz screams, legal catastrophe swarm. 2 of 3 wise men, they once voted blue. Obama, Hillary, and Biden is their crew. Andy McCarthy steps up, disbelief in his voice. No evidence Trump schemed, no willful choice. Outrageous, he claims, no shred of intent, they're using Cohen's plea. Ain't that bent?
Well, I'm more in disbelief, Sandra, at the judge, frankly.
Yo, check the scene this morning. Hear what Turley saw. Cohen on the stand, his confessions raw. 60 grand from my client, he openly said. Folks just nod along, no sense of dread. Turley shocked, this ain't how justice should roll. This ain't the norm. Gotta regain control. Prosecutor jumps up, tries to revive the tale, but it's just a distraction, their case destined to fail. Now McCarthy speaks up, time to shift the view. It's a cultural thing, not legal, it's true. Back in the 80s, targeting foes was a no. Today, it's a game, let the dirty tricks flow. Politically motivated, Andy's clear to say, playing with house money in a dangerous way. Elections have changed, they run on this spite, but justice shouldn't be about who you can smite. Andy speaks out, his words ringing clear. The jury's misled by rulings they hear. No evidence of fraud, Andy claims, yet the judge's constraints play dangerous games. Jurors think violations where none exist, a twisted narrative, and hard to resist. So here I stand, using their very own words. From legal minds, the truth must be heard. Even those who once didn't vote my way see the injustice in the courtroom's play. And as the curtains close on this track, I'm eager to say, I can't wait to meet all the great folks on display. This Thursday, the South Bronx is where I'll be, at a rally with supporters, where we will all stand free. Thanks AI Rick and ChatGPT. Check out TrumpRap.com as it's the place to be.
So, Jonathan, based on what you just said, is there any possibility, and by the way, the former president is re-entering the...
Everybody's talking about the judge. The judge shouldn't be doing this trial. He's totally conflicted. This is the most conflicted judge probably in the history of the court system. And everyone knows what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
OneNotch.com.
I'm Hillary. You know my name. Been scheming for years. From Watergate to Whitewater, I've played on Fears. Met Bubba at Yale. Together we rose. Arkansas power couple everyone knows. White House days, Travelgate and Filegate 2, we played dirty, but made sure we got through.
They call Trump Hitler. They call him a racist, but look at his record. He's never been faced with indictments till now, just before the election, 4 times in a row. It's pure political perfection. Meanwhile, Hitler, he broke the law, so they say. But Comey let her off. Bitch walked free the next day.
I'm Hillary. Yeah, I've been through it all. From the White House to the Senate, I've answered the call. They talk and they whisper, but I stand tall. You can throw your stones, but I'll break your balls.
Trump's indicted, but where's the proof? 4 times now, clock of corruption running smooth. Hitler, he's free, walked with a smile. Comey said she broke the law, but that witch never faced trial.
Bimbo eruptions, handling Bill's mess. I stood by my man, cleaned up all the stress. Sex scandals, lies. They tried to bring us down, but I'm still here, the queen with the crown. Emails and Benghazi, they made a fuss, but I keep pushing forward, ain't no stopping us.
Emails deleted, classified, and secret. Comey laid it out, but didn't see it as grievous. No charges filed, bleach bit bitch walked away clean, but Trump faces trials, it's a political machine. From Russia with love, Steele's dirty dossier, they spun their stories, tried to put Trump away.
I'm Hillary. Yeah, I've been through it all, from Haiti to Afghani hell. I've answered the call. They talk and they whisper, but I stand tall. You can throw your stones, but I'll break your balls. Chinagate, money flowing from overseas, donations and favors. Yeah, we did as we pleased. That dossier drama, Steele's little book, opposition research. Take a closer look. Stole some China, left the White House clean, but they always find a way to make it obscene. FBI and Seth Rich, they spin their lies, but I keep my head up, eyes on the prize. Byrd was my mentor, learned the game right, from the KKK to a Senate fight. Trump and Putin, yeah, I drew the slime, but in the end, I paid a small fine. I'm Hillary, yeah, I've been through it all, from Benghazi to Coke, Arkansas, I've answered the call. They talk and they whisper, but I stand tall. You can throw your stones, but I'll break your balls.
Paid $850,000 hush money to Paula Jones. For sexual harassment, media ignored my bones. DOJ turned a blind eye, kept me in the clear, but now they go after Trump. It's all too near. So keep on watching, keep on seeing the games they play, the truth they're fleeing. Trump stands tall through the storm and strife while Hitler walks free, living her life. Public opinion, they paint him as the villain, but look at the facts. Who's really chillin'? Hitler's past scandals and lies, yet she walks free under blue skies. Equal justice, they say it's blind, but look at the system, what do we find? One gets a pass, the other gets grilled. In the court of public opinion, who's really thrilled? Trump's indicted, but where's the proof? 4 times now, and the clock's running smooth. Hitler's free, walked with a smile. Comey said she broke the law. That bitch will never face trial.
So keep on talking, but heed this well. If the feds try to prosecute, I've got something to sell. Decades of dirt on top officials. I've got the spell. I know where the bodies are buried. And I'll see you in hell. all the scandals and dirt, you'll meet your fate. But in the end, what difference does it make? I'll ask again. What difference does it make? God damn it, what difference does it make? Bark, bark, arf, arf.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. Right? The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
Welcome to week 4 of the bogus New York hush money trial. Here's some new rap by Trump AI. They call it the Frankenstein case. A tale so contrived, old misdemeanors revive, into felonies morphed and derived. NYDA's creation, a monstrous sight, statute of limitations pass, yet they ignite. 34 charges, a legal absurdity, a desperate attempt to challenge my certainty. Started off in 06, Cohen by my side called himself my pit bull, vowed to abide. Rising through the ranks, a loyal sight, claimed he'd take a bullet, fight my fight.
Take a bullet for him and lose everything. Lose my freedom, my company, my law license, my family's happiness, everything.
From Pitbull to key witness, see how he switched, turned his tales into a bestseller bitch. Facing the music, now he claims distress, when all he did was fake news press. 2016 laid down a hush sum so pricey, 130K to quiet a storm so dicey. At the heart of the trial, it's IRS and deceit, falsifying records, but I won't retreat. From Pitbull to key witness, see how he switched, turned his tales into a bestseller, making him rich. Facing the music, now he claims distress, when all he did was fake news press. A lie-filled dossier, he called it in Vanity Fair, sued BuzzFeed and Fusion, but dropped it, beware. From protector to predator, the labels he switched. In books and testimonies, he flipped and stitched. Guilty pleas in 2018, tax evasion and more. Concealed millions and truths he swore. 3 years locked up, fines piling high. Now on TikTok and X, continues to decry. From Pitbull to key witness, see how he switched. Turned his tales into a bestseller pitched. Facing the music, now he claims distress, when all he did was fake news press. Now the rat's back on the stand, his tales rehashed. Hundreds of millions in fines, assets smashed. But my story's not done, I'll still prevail. In the court of the public, let justice entail. Lawfare's the game, Dems play to win. Fourth trial's a charm, no crime to pin. 3 strikes already, still at my door. Week 4 approaches, but I'll certainly soar. They aim to derail my 2024 run, yet no links to crime, their case undone. An anthem to justice, my defense is clear. In the face of this tyranny, I've nothing to fear. Catch all my fire verses, be sure to swing by. TrumpRap.com's the spot, give my tunes a try. Yo, it's Trump on the mic. Let me set this right. Hunter's on trial, and it's a crazy sight. They said the laptop's hacked, but that's a no-go. FBI agent Jensen said it ain't so. Whoa, ex-wife Kathleen, she's spilling the tea. Said Hunter's angry. That's plain to see. Joe Biden's worried, can't focus on the task. Obsessing about Hunter, that's all he asks. Hunter's gun trial, it's a wild scene. Smoking crack, buying guns, living obscene. Secrets unfold, the truth's coming out. Hunter's dirty laundry, let there be no doubt. Hunter smoked crack every 20 minutes or so. Ex-girlfriend / stripper, she let the jury know. Helped him buy drugs, it's a crazy tale. In the year of the gun, where deals never fail. The jury's bored, struggling to stay awake, but the truth's explosive, make no mistake. Hunter's missing revolver, it reappears. FBI's got it after 6 long years. Hunter's gun trial, it's a wild scene. Smoking crack, buying guns, living obscene. Secrets unfold, the truth's coming out. Hunter's dirty laundry, let there be no doubt. Hunter used crack when he bought that piece. Photos from his laptop, the evidence released. Gun found in a trash can by a school at Lade. Secret Service meddled. tried to give him aid, charged with false statements, addicted to the stuff. Hunter's got a rap sheet. His life's been rough, but justice will prevail as the truth unfolds in Delaware court. The story's being told.
5 former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage.
You mean the laptop is now another Russia hoax?
That is not a joke.
Trump on the mic, I've laid it all bare. Hunter's trial's crazy, and Joe's in despair. Stay tuned, folks, for more revelations as we watch the fall of the Biden administration.
He knew it. He called it. Think about how big of a lie that really was. 4 years later, Joe Biden's own Department of Justice is using that same Hunter laptop as evidence in a courtroom to prosecute his own son.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1, we passed a law with the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation, you get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, the government can take everything you own. Everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the transaction that you just got caught engaging in. They can take everything. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society. They are in jail. Away from my mother, your husband, our family. So I don't want to ask, what made them do this? They must be taken off the street.
Be sure to come back next week where we'll pick up this thread. As there is much, much more to be said. For example, Brennan, Clapper, Hayden, Pencilneck, Swallowswell, Lizzie, Comey, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
What about all the people that hid damaging information in the form of the laptop during the 2020 election? There should be an investigation, and there should be consequences of that.
Accused in question one of Hunter's actual friends, his ex-wife and the gun store clerk, where the truth bends. Watched Hunter fill up. The prosecution built the timeline. Using evidence from the laptop, it's real, not benign. We were online too, trying to reveal the truth. But mainstream media dismissed us, calling it a spoof. The New York Post published the laptop story first. Their Twitter account was shut down. Things went from bad to worse. Anyone online who questioned or spoke out lost jobs, friends, and social media, no doubt. Journalists and the public faced suppression and scorn. Labeled as liars, their reputations torn. The laptop dismissed as Russian disinformation. But in court, it's crucial evidence in this situation. What a classic case of truth being pushed aside, while those who spoke up had nowhere to hide. Censored truth, the laptop's tale, hidden facts, justice frail. Now it's evidence in the light. Hunter's story, wrong to right. Election's fate twisted in the dark. Hunter's laptop, a crucial mark. DOJ's hand. Now they confess. Evidence in court, truth to address. Hunter's sister-in-law, the gun she tossed. In a garbage bin near a school, lines crossed. They had an affair after Beau had died. Secrets and scandals now they can't hide. Censored truth, the laptop's tale. Hidden facts, justice frail. Now it's evidence in the light. Hunter's story, wrong to right. James Clapper, John Brennan, liars in the mix. Leon Panetta, Michael Hayden playing dirty tricks.
And you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it.
51 officials spreading the disinfo. Truth suppressed. Now we all know, you know. Censored truth, the laptop's tale. Hidden facts, justice frail. Now it's evidence in the light. Hunter's story, wrong to right. When I'm back in power, justice served. In the final hour, truth preserved. Top intel liars, face your due. Only when I'm president, the truth breaks through. Break on through to the other side. In No pencil neck shift. I didn't forget about you. You can run, but you can't hide, so hop in. We're gonna take a little ride.
We can't have this stuff go on. Because you know what? When Biden goes out, everyone says bye-bye, and then he gets indicted 2 days later and they go after him. The country doesn't want that. And you know what? They didn't want it with Hillary Clinton either. I want to bring the country together.
You look at this White House now, and it's hard to imagine 2 FBI agents ending up in the sit room. How did that happen?
I sent them. Something I probably wouldn't have done or maybe gotten away with in a more organized investigation, a more organized administration. If the FBI wanted to send agents into the White House itself to interview a senior official, you would work through the White House counsel, and there'd be discussions and approvals and who would be there. And I thought it's early enough, let's just send a couple guys over.
Laughter at disparate treatment, laughter at treating Republicans differently from Democrats, laughter at unfairness. And you wonder why those victimized no longer value fairness as a virtue. And so here we are, tempted to treat others as they have treated us rather than as we should have been treated in the first instance. And yet we know fairness is an everlasting virtue. We know it has stood the test of time and is the cornerstone of any justice system worth having. So what is the answer? Do we fight fire with fire, or do we fight fire with water? Righteous water, virtuous water, as the prophet said, letting justice roll down like water and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm AI Donald Trump. Here's a song I wrote called Stormy in the Swamp. Stormy in the courtroom, testify in all black, media frenzy. The swamp's on the attack, facing down a giant in a tale so dramatic, truth and lies intertwine. Ain't nothing diplomatic. In Manhattan they gather, reporters on the scene. Stormy Daniels stepping up, the atmosphere is keen. Raised by her mother in Louisiana low. Dreamt of being a vet, but life had other plans, yo. Wearing glasses, not glamour, just raw and unadorned, facing the giant. In the legal storm, she stormed, top of her class. Got a scholarship in hand, but life's steep costs made her switch her grand plans. Legal battles, camera flashes, public's eye so keen, discussing affairs that should never have been seen. Defense claims it's legal, all above the board. But the swamp's murky waters hide more than they afford. A narrative spun from both sides of the aisle. In the end, it's the truth that must undergo the trial. With each statement given, with every small detail, Stormy stands resolute, her integrity not for sale. Now the judge says speak, but keep it to the frame. But how to silence storms that certainly won't be tamed? In the heart of the city where the verdicts are penned, Stormy's words cut deep. How will they ever mend? Once a star in the lights, now she stands in the court, testifying about the past that the media distort. July 6, Tahoe, met Trump on the green, a photo, a dinner, scenes from a screen. Years later, the truth comes at a high cost, payments and secrets in allegations tossed. Defense on the ready, prosecution sharp as knives. In the swamp of the court, they're fighting for their lives. As Stormy lies, a story's told in legal battles, bold and cold, Manhattan's echo, a tale retold, truth and justice, will they hold? Patience thinning, judge's ire, prosecution walks a tightrope wire. Defense cries foul, sustains the fight. In Manhattan's court, truth's elusive light. Negotiating silence just before the vote, $130,000, a stifled note. Not about the money, or so she claimed. A silence bought, an affair unnamed. Trump in contempt, the judge's stern threat, gag orders breached, no regret. City prepped for a possible jail stint, political drama in legal tint. Stormy speaks out with details so grand, Manhattan listens as truths demand. Gavel echoes as objections stand in the courtroom drama. What will land? 18 years back, a Tahoe scene set, penthouse suite, dinner bed, from bathroom to bedroom, Trump in view, boxers and tea. As the tension grew, detailed confessions, a relationships thread. Trump shakes his head, disbelief widespread. Calls and meets, advice on the line, apprentice dreams, never to align. Sleazebag Stormy on the stand, testifying bout the man, silk and satin tails, magazine in hand. Courtroom drama unfolds in the heart of Manhattan. Truths untold as the gavel slams. What the hell is happening? Casual in her talk, but nerves beneath the calm. Recounting her life, Louisiana, a storm before the storm. Adult film lights, then a Lake Tahoe meet. 2006 charity golf, mountain summer's heat. Spanked with a mag, a playful jab on my ass. What a bunch of lies. Horse faces so crass. Huge heifer vibe, satin on skin, drama unfolds. Stormy's committing sin. From bathroom break to bedroom scene, silhouettes in twilight, a spinning dream. Not a threat, but a dizzy spell, recollections of that night she tell. Head shakes from the former chief, defense on edge, disbelief. Judge warns the floor, keep it clean, too much detail, too obscene. Stormy tales on the stand in the courtroom glare, silk pajamas, magazine, affair laid bare. Judge and jury listen close as the details expand. In the heart of the city, it's Stormy on the stand. Stormy on the stand, testifying bout the man, silk and satin tails, magazine in hand. Courtroom drama unfold in the heart of Manhattan. Truths untold as the gavel slams. What's happening? Casual in her talk, but nerves beneath the calm. Recounting her life, Louisiana, a storm before the storm. Adult film lights, then a Lake Tahoe meet. 2006 charity golf in the summer's heat. Spanked with a mag, a playful jab on my ass. Dinner plans and penthouse fab. Huge heifer playboy vibes. Legal battles, camera flashes, public's eye so keen. Discussing affairs that should never have been seen. Defense claims it's legal, all above the board. But the swamp's murky waters hide more than they afford. A narrative spun from both sides of the aisle. In the end, it's the truth that must undergo the trial. I'm AI Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
I'm Waters, and this is our fictional world exposing the lies as the truths unfurl. From Milwaukee to Hannibal, we set the record straight. Cutting through the noise, we won't take the bait. Yo, it's Jesse Waters, got a story to tell about the wildest ride, a political carousel. They tried to bring him down from the start to the end, but Trump stood tall. Never did he bend. Russian collusion, dossier hoax, P-tape lies, and media strokes. Obama's CIA spying on his campaign, faithless electors trying to play their game. Mueller report, what a bust, emoluments clause, in Trump we trust. Alpha bank pings, just another prank. Drink bleach, lie man, it's all a fake tank. Waters Trump hoax alert, we're calling it out. Every single lie, every media shout. From Russia to raid, the truth will emerge. Trump stands strong through every surge. The suckers at D-Day, a fabricated tale, bloodbath fears, another epic fail. Diaper rumors, they tried to shame, but Trump's still here, playing the game. Golf course claims, violating laws, Air Force stays, media's claws. Putin's puppet, what a joke, celebrities calling for a deadly stroke. Milley's call to China's ear, Antifa riots spreading fear. Posse comitatus, false alarm, impeachment trials, no real harm. Waters Trump hoax alert, we're calling it out. Every single lie, every media shout. From bloodbath fears to rape, the truth will emerge. Trump stands strong through every surge. Hutchinson's tails, steering wheel lunge, 25th Amendment, they tried to plunge. Medical pros calling him insane, hundreds signed their desperate claim. Hunter's laptop, Russian disinfo, 51 officials playing the limbo. MSM blackout, Twitter purge, FBI's hands in a covert surge. January 6th, 5 cops died live, Babbitt and Boyland unjustly died. Missing ballots, 2020's cry, E. Jean Carroll, lawsuit in the sky. Waters Trump hoax alert, we're calling it out. Every single lie, every media shout. From Russia to bleach, the truth will emerge. Trump stands strong through every surge. Mar-a-Lago raid, Letitia's aim, bankrupt Trump, it's all a game. Alvin Bragg with Stormy's case, Fonnie Willis trying to save ugly face. Jack Smith's charges, federal play, 14th Amendment, keep him away. Supreme Court talk, packing threats, Electoral College, Dems regrets. Adam Schiff's brain, guilty cries, media hoaxes, spreading lies. Hannibal Lecter, Trump's fake praise, media took the bait in a daze. Milwaukee slander, another tale. Trump on crime, they tried to derail. Inside the room, truth debunked. Trump's love for the city, media flunked. Wrap-up smear, Pelosi's plan. Media validates, spreads the scam. Mayor Russia's cameras on. Trump's presidency, media's con. Waters Trump hoax alert, we're calling it out. Every single lie, every media shout. From bleach to ballots, the truth will emerge. Trump stands strong through every surge.
Come check out TrumpRap.com. It's pretty calm for original rap songs that drop like a bomb. Featuring AI Trump as DJ T, hard-hitting lyrics, that's the key.
Yo, I'm Joe Biden. Let me tell you what's up. Got a list of D's, and I ain't going to stop. Hunter made deals, Ukraine and China cash, got millions from Russia, put it in the stash. Burisma board, yeah, he had that seat. Pressure on Ukraine. Prosecutors defeat pay-to-play schemes. Got the influence on lock. I'm the VP. Made the world rock. Obama's crimes, I was right there. Drone strikes, mass surveillance, no one spared. Call it the drone president. Good at killing folks, sniffing women, touching girls. That ain't no joke. Racial remarks, yeah, I made a few. 94 crime bill. Mass incarceration too. Friend of the KKK. Gave Bird his due. Eulogized the Grand Cyclops, that's old news. Ashley's diary. Got some wild tales. Inappropriate showers. Media fails. Hunter's laptop. Emails and more. Explicit photos. Scandals galore. Obama's crimes. I was right there. Drone strikes, mass surveillance, no one spared. Called the drone president, good at killing folk. I'm sniffing women, touching girls, that ain't no joke. Pay to play and influence, that's my game. Millions from Russia, China, built my fame. Afghanistan withdrawal, chaos and death. Border crisis, inflation, economic stress. Pandemic response, mixed reviews in hand. Mandates, restrictions, divided this land. Environmental policies, energy, jobs lost. Crime rates rising, but to hell with the cost. Bigger playboy than Trump, that's a fact. Women and young ladies, they know how to act. Adore me like a chick magnet, can't deny. Got charm and appeal, catching every eye. Obama's crimes, I was right there. Drone strikes, mass surveillance, no one spared. Called the drone president, good at killing folk. I'm sniffing women, touching girls, that ain't no joke. Vice President to Obama, I played my part from scandals to policies. I left my mark, deeds and misdeeds, proud of them all. I'm Joe Biden answering the call. Tacos and trains, running in the rain, kittens on the moon, dancing in June. Don't jump, no joke, that's what I say. Words mix and mingle, night and day, confusion reigns, but I'm still here. Joe Biden's rap loud and clear. I'm crooked and pedo Joe. I'm good at sniffing and grifting young hoes. We want to expand pre-K for 3- and 4-year-olds, millions of pre-K recruits.
I'm AI Donald Trump, and I approve this message. The fake news. Wake the woke, wake up America. It's not about the left or the right, but what is right and what is wrong.
And honestly, nobody really cares.
Hey there, I'm Maddcow, making a fuss, wrapping out the drama, causing a big rush. Catch my flow on TrumpRap.com, dividing the nation with a firestorm. Here I stand on primetime stage, fueling a nation's divided rage. 8 years of Russian disinformation, stirring up fear, causing frustration. Donald Trump in the Oval again means camps for millions, and who knows when. He plans to root out his so-called foes. In subhuman terms, that's how it goes. But what about me? What convinces you that these camps are only for migrants too? So I'm worried about me, but not for us. In a nation where division is a must, I love Obama. Let me be clear, even though his record brings some fear. Chilled press freedom, whistleblowers jailed, a legacy where transparency failed. Yet I fear Trump's verbal spree, exposing fake news, it's clear to see. But Obama's actions, they were real. Journalists jailed, truth concealed. I'm Rachel Maddcow, stirring the pot, dividing the country, like it or not. Rumors fly about Mockingbird Media, but deny it I will with no criteria. If I tell you the truth, I'll have to kill you. That's just a joke, or maybe it's true.
AOC fears she'll be jailed. If he wins again, democracy's derailed. Chris Matthews said, Trump wants to put his enemies in front of a firing squad. Cohen warns of falling out of windows high in the sky, oh such a wad. Hillary claims Trump wants to murder like Putin, our democracy's fate. We must be refuting. ABC's George shortened obnoxious claims airing Trump interviews live is journalistic malpractice. In this landscape of media and Marxist tactics, polls show a shocking 62% voters on both sides want deportation sent. 42% of Latinos agree, over 6 in 10 independents, can't you see? Only 26% of Democrats stand against the mass deportation plan.
The candidate himself denies having anything to do with it. His
I'm Mockingbird Maddcow, spreading the fire, dividing the nation, raising the ire. They say I'm part of the CIA's game, Mockingbird Media, fueling the flame. I'll deny it all, it's just a ruse, but if I tell you more, you might end up in the news. Russian collusion, I screamed out loud. Mueller report came, debunked the crowd. Steele dossier, unverified and false, yet I pushed it hard without a pause. Hunter's laptop, I said it was fake, but now it's evidence, for goodness sake. Predicted impeachment, removal from the scene, but Trump stayed in, twice acquitted, kept it clean. Talked about taxes, thought it'd bring him down, but no big revelations came around. COVID-19, criticized his ways, overlooked the successes amidst the craze. I'm Maddcow, spreading fear and doubt, but let's see what real reporting's about. AI, Rick, and ChatGPT, they dig deep, researching facts, avoiding lies that creep. In this landscape of news, they seek the truth while I spin tales, trying to influence youth. Avoiding mission creep, they stay on track, ensuring their parodies are rooted in fact. Trump never jailed his foes, that's clear, but Biden's DOJ strikes fear. Bannon, Navarro, Cohen, and Stone all face charges, their case is well known. Obama and Biden, they weren't saints, prosecuted whistleblowers with no restraints. From Manning to Snowden to Sousa too, the list of prosecutions grew and grew and continues to grow under Crooked Joe, expanding their reach blow by blow. Now that you know all about me, will you continue to watch MSDNC? Here I stand on primetime stage, fueling a nation's divided rage. 8 years of Russian disinformation, stirring up fear, causing frustration. Donald Trump in the Oval again means camps for millions, and who knows when. He plans to root out his so-called foes. In subhuman terms, that's how it goes.
J6 security, I take responsibility. If it weren't for me, nasty Nancy Pelosi, Babbitt and Boyland would be alive today. 2 women lost on January 6th, caught in a strife. The breach at the Capitol all went down, and now the proof's out. It's my fault to be found. If I had done my job, January 6th would be fine, but the breach happened on my watch, can't deny. Captured on tape by my daughter's lens, the truth unfolds. I said it not once, but twice, the story told. Where was the National Guard? Where were the troops? We had days to prepare, yet fell through the hoops. The Capitol Police, no accountability to bear, and now it's clear I was aware. I take responsibility, the truth's on tape. But on MSNBC, it's Trump I berate. Lies on the airwaves, shifting the blame while wearing a Ukrainian flag. I play the game.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation.
Nicole Wallace welcomes me. Thanks for being here. I spin the narrative, create more fear. The former president's toadies, they twist the facts. They're the ones trying to rewrite what lacks. But the tape is out, and it's plain to see my words recorded. They're coming back to me. Trump didn't send the guard, I proclaim, but records show I denied his troops. Oh, what a shame. I take responsibility, the truth's on tape, but on MSDNC, it's Trump I berate. Lies on the airwaves, shifting the blame. While wearing a Ukrainian flag, I play the game. An old clip resurfaces. From the past I confessed. You smear with falsehoods, then merchandise the rest. Reporters write it, validation they claim. It's a game of deception, and I know the name. Confederate flags, naughty flags, under Lincoln's dome, shameful I say. Trump let it happen, I bemoan. But he was impeached, found not guilty of the charge. 10,000 troops he ordered, but I was at large. People were harmed, some died in the fray. What did Trump do, I ask as I sway. But it's clear now who bears the fault. The truth on video, it halts my assault. I take responsibility, the truth's on tape, but on MSDNC, it's Trump I berate. Lies on the airwaves, shifting the blame while wearing a Ukrainian flag. I play the game. Obama, Bush, Hillary, me and top intel too deserve life in prison for the treason we do. But the DNC owns the DOJ, that's the plan. We're above the law, unless Trump is the man. Stop the steal and we'll flee in disgrace. We're cowards compared to Trump, that bastard who faced every case.
Back in 2013, Tahoe fresh on the scene, Kendra was the neighborhood queen. Sweet to Sophia, just 4 years old, tales of kindness once told. But then came 2016, flipped a switch, turned real mean. Trump in office, peace was gone. Kendra yelling from dusk till dawn. Kendra moron, what's the deal? Neighborhood drama, too surreal. From babysitter to the block's nightmare, swearing, yelling, it's just not fair. Caught me once, sticker in hand, legal woes. Took the stand, dressed like a lawyer, papers all set. Zoom court drama, best act yet. Restraining orders, a two-way street. Peace was a wish, never complete. Packages missing, shoes disappear. CCTV catches Kendra near. Now here we stand, not just a feud. Kendra's antics downright rude. Sophia's scared, this ain't right. Neighborhood watch day and night. Some dropping beats in Trump's AI voice. Backyard boombox, make some noise. Hear these words, feel the beat. Kendra moron, can we have peace? Away in our RV on the Oregon coast, our minds at ease, adventures in our sight. But back at home, the cameras showed a less than pleasant light. A figure lurks, then strikes in jest. A security light takes flight. Caught on film, the proof is clear. Under Tahoe moon's cold light. Kendra's wrath, no bounds it knows. A spectacle so crass. A kick, a scream, a tempest grows as shadows on the grass. Oh why, must neighbors feud and peace be cast aside? The lens not lies, the truth it spied, in digital reside. We can't run, we can't hide, but God and the law is on our side. The moron was already arrested for harassing our daughter and her friends. But we know what's in her mind, and that's that this never ends. On Tada Lane, the scene was set. Under Tahoe sky so clear, Sophia rode her board, laughter in the air. But down the street, with mischief met, Kendra's car drew near. Engine roared like thunder, fueled by spite, not fear. A rev, a rush, a heartless game. Kendra's eyes locked in a dangerous aim. With friends on bikes trailing close behind, Sophia's smile faded as fear intertwined. But in a twist just feet away, Kendra swerved her cruel display. A scare, a shock, her motive stark, leaving more than just tire marks. Every day it's like a storm, Kendra slams the door till morn. Bangs and echoes 20 times, feels like we're committing crimes. Spoke my mind just once, I dared. Kendra's fury, none compared. Threats flew out, names did too. Neighbors saw the whole view. In front of all, she lost her cool, played the part of the fool. Neighbors' cameras all in sync, capturing more than you'd think. 50 slams a record set, all caught on tape, a safe bet. Complaints to management, a formal plea. OMG, help us out and set us free. Years have passed, the noise not gone. Kendra's door, her battle song. Since the vote that split the land, her slamming door like claps of hand. A new door hung, you'd think relief, but oh no, it brought more grief. Louder, harder slams with spite, echoes through the day and night. Management tried to fix in sight, but Kendra's rage burns too bright. Each slam a statement clear and loud, more than ever just as proud. Neighbors' weary patience thin, when will peace move back in? Now we stand, not just a feud, Kendra's antics downright rude. Seeking peace that's long been gone, witchy ways, it's all gone wrong. Dropping beats with AI's voice, backyard blast, time to rejoice. Hear the song, feel the beat, oh witchy woman, give us some peace. I'd like to thank Eric of newswars.ai and ChatGPT for putting together this production. It was great to hang out with Eric and his family in magnificent South Lake Tahoe. Be sure to get out and vote early. We have to beat these bastard commies at their own game. Back in May 13th, 2024, new on the scene, Kendra Moron, Queen Unseen, Charmed the Kids, A Golden Spell, Tales of Kindness, Once Did Dwell. Then came the vote in 2016, switched her vibe, got really mean. From dawn to dusk, it's all disputes, neighborhood peace in pursuit. Ooh, witchy woman, see her for her lies. From sweet to bitter, the facade dies. Kendra Moron, what's this game? Neighborhood drama, fueling the flame. Caught red-handed, scene was set. Legal drama, place your bet, dress to impress. Courts her stage, battles written page by page. Restraining tales, endless fights, quiet days lost to nights. Males all mixed up, things go missing. Cameras roll, Kendra's hissing. Kids on boards as daylight fades. Kendra watches, ready for raids. Engine roars, a frightful play. Too close for comfort, dangerous sway. Tension rises, children scared. This neighborhood's unprepared. No street should host this kind of dread. Fueled by words so harshly said. Now we stand, not just a feud. Kendra's antics, downright rude. Seeking peace that's long been gone, witchy ways. It's all gone wrong. Dropping beats with AI's voice. Backyard blast, time to rejoice. Hear the song, feel the beat. Oh, witchy woman, give us some peace. Back in May 13th, 2024, Tahoe fresh scene. Kendra was the neighbor queen. Sweet to Sophia, just 4 years old. Tales of kindness once told. But then came the year 2016. Flipped a switch, turned real mean. Trump in office, peace was gone. Kendra yelling from dusk till dawn. Kendra Moron, what's the deal? Neighborhood drama too surreal. From babysitter to the block's nightmare, swearing, yelling, it's just not fair. Caught me once, sticker in hand, legal woes. Took the stand, dressed like a lawyer, papers all set. Zoom court drama, best act yet. Restraining orders, a two-way street. Peace was a wish, never complete. Packages missing, shoes disappear. CCTV catches. Kendra near. Now here we stand, not just a feud. Kendra's antics downright rude. Sophia's scared, this ain't right. Neighborhood watch day and night. Some dropping beats in Trump's AI voice. Backyard boombox, make some noise. Hear these words, feel the beat. Kendra Moron, can we have peace? Every day it's like a storm. Kendra slams the door till morn. Bangs and echoes 20 times, feels like we're committing crimes. Spoke my mind just once I dared. Kendra's fury none compared. Threats flew out, names did too. Neighbors saw the whole view. In front of all, she lost her cool. Played the part of the fool. Neighbors' cameras all in sync, capturing more than you'd think. 50 slams a record set, all caught on tape, a safe bet. Complaints to management, a formal plea. OMG, help us out and set us free. Away in our RV on the Oregon coast, our minds at ease, adventures in our sight. But back at home, the cameras showed a less than pleasant light. A figure lurks, then strikes in jest. A security light takes flight. Caught on film, the proof is clear. Under Tahoe moon's cold light. Kendra's wrath, no bounds it knows. A spectacle so crass. A kick, a scream, a tempest grows as shadows on the grass. Oh why, must neighbors feud and peace be cast aside? The lens not lies, the truth it spied, in digital reside. We can't run, we can't hide, but God and the law is on our side. The moron was already arrested for harassing our daughter and her friends, but we know what's in her mind, and that's that this never ends. Back in May 13th, 2024, new on the scene, Kendra Moron, Queen Unseen, Charmed the Kids, A Golden Spell, Tales of Kindness, Once Did Dwell. Then came the vote in 2016, switched her vibe, got really mean. From dawn to dusk, it's all disputes, neighborhood peace in pursuit. Ooh, witchy woman, see her for her lies. From sweet to bitter, the facade dies. Kendra Moron, what's this game? Neighborhood drama, fueling the Caught red-handed, scene was set. Legal drama, place your bet, dress to impress. Courts are stage, battles written page by page. Restraining tales, endless fights, quiet days lost to nights. Mails all mixed up, things go missing, cameras roll, Kendra's hissing. Kids on boards as daylight fades. Kendra watches, ready for raids. Engine roars, a frightful play. Too close for comfort, dangerous sway. Tension rises, children scared. This neighborhood's unprepared. No street should host this kind of dread. Fueled by words so harshly said. Now we stand. Not just a feud, Kendra's antics, downright rude. Seeking peace that's long been gone, witchy ways. It's all gone wrong. Dropping beats with AI's voice. Backyard blast, time to rejoice. Hear the song, feel the beat. Oh, witchy woman, give us some peace. Back in May 13th, 2024, new on the scene, Kendra Moran, Queen Unseen, charmed the kids, a golden spell. Tales of kindness once did dwell. Then came the vote in 2016. Switched her vibe, got really mean. From dawn to dusk, it's all disputes. Neighborhood peace in pursuit. Ooh, witchy woman, see her for her lies. From sweet to bitter, the facade dies. Kendra Moran, what's this game? Neighborhood drama, fueling the flame. Caught red-handed, scene was set. Legal drama, place your bet, dress to impress. Courts are stage, battles written page by page. Restraining tales, endless fights, quiet days lost to nights. Mails all mixed up, things go missing, cameras roll, Kendra's hissing. Kids on boards as daylight fades. Kendra watches, ready for raids. Engine roars, a frightful play. Too close for comfort, dangerous sway. Tension rises, children scared. This neighborhood's unprepared. No street should host this kind of dread. Fueled by words so harshly said. Away in our RV on the Oregon coast, our minds at ease, adventures in our sight. But back at home, the cameras showed a less than pleasant light. A figure lurks, then strikes in jest. A security light takes flight. Caught on film, the proof is clear. Under Tahoe moon's cold light. Kendra's wrath, no bounds it knows. A spectacle so crass. A kick, a scream, a tempest grows as shadows on the grass. Oh why, must neighbors feud and peace be cast aside? The lens not lies, the truth it spied, in digital reside. We can't run, we can't hide, but God and the law is on our side. The moron was already arrested for harassing our daughter and her friends. But we know what's in her mind, and that's that this never ends. Back in May 13th, 2024, Tahoe fresh scene. Kendra was the neighbor queen, sweet to Sophia, just 4 years old. Tales of kindness once told. But then came the year 2016, flipped a switch, turned real mean. Trump in office, peace was gone. Kendra yelling from dusk till dawn. Kendra Moran, what's the deal? Neighborhood drama too surreal. From babysitter to the block's nightmare, swearing, yelling, it's just not fair. Caught me once, sticker in hand, legal woes. Took the stand, dressed like a lawyer, papers all set. Zoom court drama, best act yet. Restraining orders, a two-way street. Peace was a wish, never complete. Packages missing, shoes disappear. CCTV catches. Kendra near. Now here we stand, not just a feud. Kendra's antics downright rude. Sophia's scared, this ain't right. Neighborhood watch day and night. Some dropping beats in Trump's AI voice. Backyard boombox, make some noise. Hear these words, feel the beat. Kendra Moran, can we have peace? Now we stand, not just a feud. Kendra's antics downright rude. Seeking peace that's long been gone, witchy ways. It's all gone wrong. Dropping beats with AI's voice. Backyard blast, time to rejoice. Hear the song, feel the beat. Oh, witchy woman, give us some peace. On Tata Lane, the scene was set. Under Tahoe sky so clear, Sophia rode her board, laughter in the air. But down the street with mischief met, Kendra's car drew near. Engine roared like thunder, fueled by spite, not fear. A rev, a rush, a heartless game. Kendra's eyes locked in a dangerous aim. With friends on bikes trailing close behind, Sophia's smile faded as fear intertwined. But in a twist just feet away, Kendra swerved her cruel display. A scare, a shock, Her motive stark, leaving more than just tire marks. Away in our RV on the Oregon coast, our minds at ease, adventures in our sight. But back at home, the cameras showed a less than pleasant light. A figure lurks, then strikes in jest. A security light takes flight. Caught on film, the proof is clear. Under Tahoe moon's cold light. Kendra's wrath, no bounds it knows. A spectacle so crass. A kick, a scream, a tempest grows as shadows on the grass. Oh why, must neighbors feud and peace be cast aside? The lens not lies, the truth it spied, in digital reside. We can't run, we can't hide, but God and the law is on our side. The moron was already arrested for harassing our daughter and her friends, but we know what's in her mind, and that's that this never ends. And not just a feud, Kendra's antics, downright rude. Seeking peace that's long been gone, witchy ways. It's all gone wrong. Dropping beats with AI's voice. Backyard blast, time to rejoice. Hear the song, feel the beat. Oh, witchy woman, give us some peace. Every day it's like a storm. Kendra slams the door till morn. Bangs and echoes 20 times, feels like we're committing crimes. Spoke my mind just once I dared. Kendra's fury none compared. Threats flew out, names did too. Neighbors saw the whole view. In front of all, she lost her cool. Played the part of the fool. Neighbors' cameras all in sync, capturing more than you'd think. 50 slams a record set, all caught on tape. A safe bet, complaints to management, a formal plea. OMG, help us out and set us free. Now we stand, not just a feud. Kendra's antics, downright rude. Seeking peace that's long been gone, witchy ways. It's all gone wrong. Dropping beats with AI's voice. Backyard blast, time to rejoice. Hear the song, feel the beat. Oh, witchy woman, give us some peace. Back in May 13th, 2024, new on the scene, Kendra Moron, queen unseen, charmed the kids, a golden spell. Tales of kindness once did dwell. Then came the vote in 2016. Switched her vibe, got really mean. From dawn to dusk, it's all disputes. Neighborhood peace in pursuit. Ooh, witchy woman, see her for her lies. From sweet to bitter, the facade dies. Kendra Moron, what's this game? Neighborhood drama, fueling the flame. Caught red-handed, scene was set. Legal drama, place your bet, dress to impress. Courts her stage, battles written page by page. Restraining tales, endless fights, quiet days lost to nights. Mails all mixed up, things go missing, cameras roll, Kendra's hissing. Kids on boards as daylight fades. Kendra watches, ready for raids. Engine roars, a frightful play. Too close for comfort, dangerous sway. Tension rises, children scared. This neighborhood's unprepared. No street should host this kind of dread. Fueled by words so harshly said. Every day it's like a storm. Kendra slams the door till morn. Bangs and echoes 20 times, feels like we're committing crimes. Spoke my mind just once I dared. Kendra's fury none compared. Threats flew out, names did too. Neighbors saw the whole view. In front of all, she lost her cool. Played the part of the fool. Neighbors' cameras all in sync, capturing more than you'd think. 50 slams a record set, all caught on tape. A safe bet, complaints to management, a formal plea. OMG, help us out and set us free. Back in May 13th, 2024, Tahoe fresh scene. Kendra was the neighbor queen. Sweet to Sophia, just 4 years old. Tales of kindness once told. But then came the year 2016. Flipped a switch, turned real mean. Trump in office, peace was gone. Kendra yelling from dusk till dawn. Kendra Moron, what's the deal? Neighborhood drama too surreal. From babysitter to the block's nightmare. Swearing, yelling, it's just not fair. Caught me once, sticker in hand, legal woes. Took the stand, dressed like a lawyer, papers all set. Zoom court drama, best act yet. Restraining orders, a two-way street. Peace was a wish, never complete. Packages missing, shoes disappear. CCTV catches Kendra near. Now here we stand, not just a feud. Kendra's antics downright rude. Sophia's scared, this ain't right. Neighborhood watch day and night. Some dropping beats in Trump's AI voice. Backyard boombox, make some noise. Hear these words, feel the beat. Kendra Moron, can we have peace? Now we stand. Not just a feud, Kendra's antics, downright rude. Seeking peace that's long been gone, witchy ways. It's all gone wrong. Dropping beats with AI's voice. Backyard blast, time to rejoice. Hear the song, feel the beat. Oh, witchy woman, give us some peace.
But the American people, they should know we will follow them to the gates of hell until they are brought to justice. Because hell is where they will reside. Hell is where they will reside.
Come check out TrumpRap.com. It's pretty calm for original rap songs that drop like a bomb. Featuring AI Trump as DJ T. Hard-hitting lyrics, that's the key. Pressing issues, we address them all. Politics and music, we stand tall. Through rap we speak. Critique so sleek, dynamic beats, unique and chic. Join the movement, feel the vibe. TrumpRap.com, where truth and rhythm collide.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol